Hi, everybody. I'm Holly Furfer, and I am so honored to be here today with Dress for Success and someone who's incredibly special, Jan Smith. We like to call her Mama Jan. Hi, Mama Jan.
Hey, Miss Holly, thank you so much, my friend.
It's so great to be here. Now, listen, for those who don't know what we're doing, in celebration of Women's History Month, Dress for Success is excited. I'm reading notes here, so I'm not just looking away from you, to be participating in your Our Her Power campaign. It's a really important campaign inspired by the belief that if you give women the resources and the support that they need, they can do anything. And I'm going to just put it out there, sometimes better than men. I said it. And with the challenges that we've all faced over the years, and especially the last couple of years, this campaign is so important for everybody. And Dress for Success has been doing some incredibly groundbreaking work, which is why we are so honored to include Jan Smith, who also does groundbreaking work. And first of all, Jan, tell us a little bit about, you have these brand new studios, which I thankfully, I appreciate you having me here today. But tell us a little bit about the space we're in.
So really what happened is I had to move in the middle of the pandemic. The studio that I was at before, we'd been there for about 19 years, and I knew the lease was going to be up because of the new children's hospital. CHOA bought the dirt, and so we ended up having to move in the middle of a pandemic, which is a different kind of experience. But we came about 6 minutes from where we were located before and built out this entire place. And I say that God built this house, not me, because I was helping to take care of my mother, still am, who had a stroke 2 days before the pandemic shut us down. So I'm really grateful to the guys in the house. There are more women than guys in my house, but the guys really pulled up the stops and really helped to nail the boards and paint and staple all the cloth around the walls. We built this with our own hands and are very, very proud of the new studio. Houses 10 of us total. My staff are great, and everybody kind of pitched in and did their part so that we got up and running.
And it takes a village. It really does. Okay, I want to talk about your career path. You are known as the star maker. You've made Justin Bieber, Usher. You work with all the big names. If you say Mama Jan, everyone goes, "Oh, we know who that is." So tell us how you got to where you are today.
One foot at a time. Just put it, I mean, really, that's the truth, Holly. You know this. I mean, I started out as an artist in this business. I never really anticipated I was going to be Mama Jan's, everybody's vocal coach or whatever you just said. The bottom line is I was motivated as an artist myself. And I always tell people that I believe that God was honing my skill set for 45, 50 years so that I could do what I'm doing now. And that's to help other people and make them shine. So for me personally, it was an artistic journey. For the bigger picture, it has to do with what am I doing that's of service to other people, and God just built a business through the work of my hands, and I've been very fortunate to use this as a training ground for what I believe are the best in the business. So that's really the skinny on how I came to be Mama Jan. You've mentioned some names that I work with, and I'm grateful for those artists, but it's also a lot of those people whose names you don't know that have come through, that have sustained us for years on end, that have been the artists who are still out there doing what they're doing and attempting to get to that point where they are on everybody's radar.
And you mentioned that, and you are known for your life of service. We all know about that. And that's one of the reasons, just one of the reasons of the many reasons that you were nominated as somebody who exemplifies and believes in the importance of lifting up women, helping women, empowering women. So what advice would you give to women today that are going into leadership positions for the first time? How can you help them?
I think the first thing I would say is really to be of service to others. What you're doing for other people is what's going to outlive you. And so making sure that you're lifting other people up and helping them shine only shines that light and reflects it back on you and what you're doing. Again, I never anticipated being in the position that I'm in. So it's always been, like you said, it takes a village, and it does. I didn't build all this myself. It took the assistance of other people because it got bigger than me. I'm only one person, can only help one person at a time. So doing for one person what I wished I could do for, thousands, that's one thing I would say. And then you lead from the front. I believe that you have to be willing to be that person who makes the decisions, and you're building from a place sometimes of not knowing what the next step is. Be willing to stick your toe in the water, good, bad, or indifferent, and take that chance. And from that, you either learn from the positive, which is moving forward, or you learn from the negative and your failures. And those also help to build you.
As a leader, what would you say the one characteristic or a few characteristics that are important for other women to become leaders?
Leading from the front, like I said. For me, it's about being grounded in faith, something that's bigger than me, something that I can call to and lean on and lean into when there's little to nothing left of me. Because if you're in a position of leadership, it means that your time, your resources, and your energy are going to just be depleted. That's the bottom line. And that energy has to come from somewhere. So for me, it's a soul thing. So making sure that you're grounded in that, and also being grounded means that you're not going to make flighty decisions, and you have some type of reference point for your moral and ethical views on how you lead. So that I would say that, and becoming fiscally responsible, understand, I mean, I can pinch a penny till it screams, but making sure that you really understand that it takes money to make money, but you're the steward of that, and money is not a possession. It's a byproduct of doing what you love. So for me, I see that as doing what I love, and letting the seeds be planted, and praying that God blesses the work of my hands so that I can then do more. And if you don't have it, you shouldn't do more. So you wait on what you need to be able to do with.
And that's great advice. And as far as learning and growing, I know it seems like we all continue to learn and grow. So what really helps you as you move forward as a leader? Because I'm sure there's things that you learn every day, and that, you're growing in not only your business, but as who we are.
I think that humility goes a long way in my industry, and really in any industry. You know this. You're an entertainer. You're a spokesperson. You're a celebrity in your own right. And I think that it's real easy for people to get caught up in today's social media and all the things where we're focused on self. Being humble in that, and the truth works. Holly, a wise man once told me the truth works, and it does. So being honest and being authentic in who you are, no matter what, and then really maintaining humility. And I'll tell you, taking care of my 93, almost 94-year-old mother has taught me a whole lot about humility and grace and graciousness and being grateful. And I am grateful for my staff. I am grateful for the people who stand behind me and prop me up so that I can continue to do what I do, and to share that, not to be afraid to share whatever you achieve with the other people who help you to achieve, because they deserve that recognition. And if you remain humble in that, I think that people really appreciate it, and the rest of it is served the way it's supposed to be.
And lastly, you do live a life of service. How would you encourage other women to get involved, to help others, and also help themselves?
Well, give, love, serve is kind of my mantra. It's about walking through those doors of opportunity, and recognizing that not every door is going to lead you to the it may not lead you where you think you're going, but it serves its own purpose, and some doors will shut, and being okay with that, accepting that, making yourself available sometimes to just be of service allows people to see who you are, and may provide other opportunities as well. So volunteering is good. And again, my focus is now on helping other people to shine. It's not about me. It is through me that God does his work. And for me, it's about lifting other people up. And there's a true joy in doing that, because therein lies the fulfillment of what I'm doing here. So I think being able it's the old adage of, lifting the tide, or making all boats float. So if all boats are floating, I'm clearly going to be included in that mass. So that's the way I feel about it for women, just in general. But we are predominantly a women-owned and operated business. So I'm proud of that too. You know, started out as a one-woman operation, and we've honed the skill sets for several to make a good living here for several, well, 30-something years.
And you exemplify that. I mean, just supporting other women and becoming that leader for others and being that icon that people can look up to and aspire to be. So thank you for being here. Thank you for who you are and all that you do and all the service you do. We just love you. We adore you. And we appreciate you so much.
Thank you, Holly. I'm humbled. Thank you.